If you love treble crochet as much as I do, but you are not crazy about the giant gaps in between the stitch posts, then here's an easy way to do a treble crochet without gaps. Take a look. So these are two rows of standard treble crochet. You see they're tall and beautiful, and the stitch definition is so pretty. It's a really versatile stitch to use, but there are massive gaps in between the stitches. So it's not always the most useful stitch for blankets and scarves and other projects where sometimes you want a little bit more density. Up here, I have done a couple of rows of linked treble crochet, and you see how there are no gaps in between the stitches, and you have this pretty detail, this kind of bar, this texture that goes across the front. This is what it looks like in the back, creates this really pretty flat effect. When you're working a standard treble crochet, you yarn over twice, you insert your hook, you yarn over, pull the yarn through the stitch, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. And that is what gives you that height, that stitch definition, that really fun stitch to do, but it's also what gives you that giant gap in between the stitches. Doing a linked treble crochet is slightly different. So we're going to start this row of treble crochets with stacked single crochet. So I'm going to place 3 single crochets, one on top of the other, just by crocheting into that front bar. To link treble crochets, instead of yarning over twice and inserting your hook into the next stitch, we're going to get the loops on our hook by going through the bars of the previous stitch. So this is a starter stitch, so a little bit unconventional, but instead of yarning over twice, we're going to insert our hook into the second bar away from the hook, yarn over, pull through, insert your hook into the third bar, yarn over, pull through. Now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Now insert your hook into the following stitch, yarn over, pull through. You should have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you have 2 treble crochets. They're stuck together, so there's no gap in between. Across the rest of the row, we're going to be doing things slightly differently. Instead of inserting your hook into the vertical bar, so you see how the treble crochet has 3 parts? Instead of going through that vertical bar, we're going to go through this horizontal bar. So I don't know if you can see, but there's a horizontal bar here, a horizontal bar here, and a horizontal bar here. So we're going to insert our hook into the horizontal bar right below where your hook is, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 2 loops now on your hook. Now find the next horizontal bar in the previous treble crochet, insert your hook into that horizontal bar, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Now we're going into the next stitch. So insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is another treble crochet, but you see how it's attached to the previous treble crochet. So no awkward gap in between. Let's try it again. Do you see those 3 bars in the treble crochet you just made? 1, 2, 3. We're going to insert our hook into that second horizontal bar, yarn over, pull a loop, find the next horizontal bar, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now go into the following stitch. Insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you'll have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You can see the linked treble crochets starting to take shape. This is such a pretty stitch. Okay, let's do this a few more times together. insert your hook into the second horizontal bar of the stitch you just made, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the third horizontal bar of the stitch you just made, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the following stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You've made another treble crochet. Let's go again. Insert your hook into the second horizontal bar in the stitch you just made, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the third horizontal bar in the stitch you just made, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You should see your row coming together very nicely. Let's keep going. Insert your hook into the second bar of the stitch you just made, yarn over, pull up a loop. Insert your hook into the third bar of the stitch you just made, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So this is what you should have so far. You can really see it coming together. It is super pretty, and you see how different it looks from the standard treble crochet. I mean, I love a treble crochet. I think it's so pretty, but sometimes you do want a denser crochet stitch. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do a few more stitches together. Insert your hook into the second horizontal bar of the stitch you just made, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the third horizontal bar of the stitch you just made, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have 4 stitches on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, do you have the hang of it? We're going to do one more together. Insert your hook into the second horizontal bar of the stitch you just made, yarn over, pull up 1, insert your hook into the next horizontal bar in the stitch you just made, yarn over, pull up 1 loop. Now insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's where we're at. Now I'm going to finish out the row, and I will meet you at the end of the row and we'll take a look at what we have so far. And this is what we have after completing a row. So again, these are the standard treble crochet stitches, and these are the linked treble crochet stitches. And you can see how they create a much denser stitch without all the gaps. I do think these 2 stitches actually work really well together, so you could probably use them alternating in the same pattern for some visual interest and for some drape. I think it's really beautiful, especially in a glossy yarn that has lots of stitch definition. That is a linked treble crochet. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.